Hey everybody, this is Broxah, and today I will be right here at your service doing an episode of League Support, answering your questions, fan questions coming in about, I don't know what you guys want to know about me. Maybe it's about League, maybe it's about Pop, maybe it's about lasagna, maybe it's about how you become a smork. Who knows? I guess we'll find out, but it's gonna be fun. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, make sure to do so before watching this video, because there's a lot of interesting CLG and Broxah content coming out this year, so stay tuned for that, but let's get right into it. Okay, so Nico on Twitter has asked me, how old were you when your pro career started? So when my pro career began, I must have been... I guess it depends on when you consider yourself a pro. I joined Fnatic when I was 19. 4 years ago when I was 19. Before that though, I played what would be... I guess I would be considered a semi-pro back then. I played for a Danish team, we participated in various tournaments in Denmark, and we played a tournament for like Nordic teams and stuff, but it was like... I couldn't really make a living off of it, and it was just for fun, you know. Then later when I joined Fnatic, it obviously became a bit more serious. I mean, when you're joining Fnatic and playing in the LEC, you're not playing around anymore. And I guess, yeah, when I was 19, I took the big step from being a semi-pro, playing for fun, to actually being done with school and making a living out of it all of a sudden. Okay, so we have a person called Finn. I wonder who that would be. I didn't know I have a fan called Finn. I mean, I guess there is people out there called Finn that are my fans at least. This guy right here, a Swedish guy named Finn. Apparently he's a top laner too. He has some pretty beautiful hair as well. Holy moly, maybe he can teach me the ways. But yeah, he's saying, Dear Mr. Broxah, who are you looking more forward to play? Ivern or Sejuani? Thank you for your time. Well, Mr. Finn, what a question you got there, and some very great options. I wonder why a fan would ever ask me, was Ivern or Sejuani? Let me put it this way though. Finn, if you can play Ringar top lane, I can play Ivern. If you can play Irelia top lane, I can play Sejuani. So I guess you're gonna have to prove it in scrims once I get over there, because if you can play these two champions, I'll gladly be your support, but if you can't, then yeah, I guess you'll have to play a tank and I'll play the carry. So sucks for you, we'll see how it goes. We got another question from Brad. Brad is saying, first off, just want to say you're my favorite jungler out of all players. Oh, I already like this question. I don't even know it yet, but I already love it. Keep up the great work, brother. What do you do in your spare time when you're I can't speak English. English is too hard. When you're not streaming or playing League? P.S. Am I lucky enough for a follow back? Oh, that's a demanding fan right there. We will see about that. What do I do in my spare time? Well, spare time? What is that? Spare time? Does that exist? I haven't heard of that in like my 4 years of being a pro player. Holy... Okay, maybe I should research that. Maybe I'll Google that once I finish up this video. No, on a serious note, I have very limited spare time. And I'm not saying that just to play around. That's kind of life as a pro player. It's a busy schedule and there's a lot of things going on. Usually, when I do have a window of free time, I spend it in the gym. I spend it talking to my girlfriend, my family and my friends, and sometimes on very rare occasions I could watch a movie or a series or go for a walk, do something random. But usually I try to spend my time off just staying in touch with all the people that I care about, and especially throughout the season when I'm really far away, especially over in LA, which is on the other side of the globe, taking those opportunities to just stay in touch with everyone at home. I value a lot, and it just makes me feel good, you know. So that's what most of my free time goes towards. Okay, this is a name I'm looking forward to saying out loud. What a time to be alive. I has Quirky Noodle. has asked me how to know your role well as a jungler in mid and late game. When you have enough CS and the team is spread, Baron or Dragon is still spawning, what should a jungler do and what is his priority? That is a good question actually. Now that's a bit more of an in-depth question. So, when you get to the mid game, well, honestly, you mentioned when Baron and Dragon is spawning. I feel like when Baron and Dragon is spawning, it's pretty straightforward, it's pretty simple and easy. Let's say you are sitting in base as a jungler. You see that Dragon is spawning in 2 minutes. Dragon is an objective. Usually, if you don't know what else to do, you're gonna go play for the Dragon. So out of base, you're maybe gonna do 1-2 camps. You're gonna set up some vision around the Drake, either yourself or with your team, ideally with your team. And you're gonna try to defend that vision. You're gonna make sure that you are in a better position than the enemy team to take Drake. Same thing goes with Baron. If the objective is not up, it's a little bit trickier. You have to think a bit more, and you have to see where you're strong. Who is your strong member on the team? Are you the strongest member? What do you want to play for? Do you want to play for a turret? Have you taken all the outer turrets? Are you going to play for the inner turrets? Are you able to siege? If so, how are you able to siege? If you cannot siege at all, maybe you want to play for deep vision in the enemy jungle. Maybe you want to play for the enemy camps. Basically, what I'm saying is that there's a lot of options, and if an objective is spawning, it's straightforward. If there's not an objective spawning, that's where you have to consider your options, and you have to make up your mind in the game as to what is right and what you want to play for. Farming camps is always a possibility, but try to think of a team-wide play and a way for you to make something happen with your team rather than just chilling in your own jungle and kind of being AFK farming. Andre Conception is saying, how can we become as handsome as Mr. Broxah? I don't know how much time I want to spend in this video talking about lasagna, but I guess you're kind of forcing me to do so once again. You know the good old saying, and I'm gonna keep this short and simple for you, but it's a beautiful saying, and maybe you should even record this, because it's very important you remember. So listen now, I'm not gonna say this more than once. 7 pieces of lasagna a day keeps the doctor away. There you go, that's it. Enjoy. Ashlyn Rubleski. I hope I got that right. Are we going to see any spicy brand jungle games from you soon, like you've discussed in the past? Some spicy brand jungle. I really hope that sometime this upcoming year I can get to play some, should we call them, fun junglers, different junglers. Those of you that have been watching my stream for a while now knows that I have played all sorts of random junglers this year, and I am hoping that eventually the meta will shift to a place where I can actually play some of these in a competitive game. As of right now, if I play Brand in a competitive game, I think it's gonna make us lose, and I think my team will get a bit angry at me, and no one's gonna be happy because I'm gonna go 0-10 and I'll see a defeat screen. My team is gonna feel like I trolled them. So for the time being, I'll probably hold it off, but hopefully at some point in the future, playing something like this will be possible. Oh, it's me! What? Oh my god, I thought there was, I guess it's a fan. Okay, so we have a question from some random dude called Broxah. He's saying, hey there, recently I have heard new and spicy rumors stating that you eat 17 pieces of lasagna every single day in order to increase your performance. Is this true? Actually, that's not true, because in the question earlier I stated that you need to eat 7 pieces a day, so 17 would be 10 too much, meaning that no, Mr. Broxah, that is wrong. Stick to 7, otherwise you'll just get fat or something. It's not gonna work. I'm sorry. Thank you everybody for all your questions. It has been a pleasure sitting here answering. I hope you had a really great time watching this video. I hope I will see you at some point throughout this next year, hopefully soon, for more CLG and Broxah content. And I hope you're gonna cheer for us this upcoming split. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a wild ride one way or another, I'm sure of it. But if you're along on the journey, I'm sure it's gonna be great. Oh yeah. Thanks for watching once again. click subscribe, click like, watch every single CLG video you can find, watch every single Broxah video you can find. You have a busy day ahead of you because you better get to work. See you soon.